Hey y'all, this adult episode is brought to you by Crown 'em.
What's up, Emperors and Empresses? Welcome back. The summer is almost over, and we have our back to school episode for you guys. I know the kids aren't excited. Well, some kids are excited to go back to school. My daughter is very excited. She loves school. The adults, I know they're excited to go back, but those middle schoolers and high schoolers, we're going to see how ready they are when the first day comes. And no, I'm not forgetting about the college students. I am a college student. I actually need to see what day my semester actually starts on. Okay, so we're going to get into some back to school tips for you guys. I also want to acknowledge in Killeen, Texas, DeJounte Patterson. His business is called Bagier. He's giving out $20 haircuts for all the people that are going back to school. It doesn't matter what your age is. If you're going back to school, your haircut was $20. And he also travels. If you have any autistic children or anything like that, behavior services can be added. I am a registered behavior technician, so if you would like me to come along to help, I can do that for free of charge. Back to school is free of charge for behavior services. All right, so let's get into preparing for school. I know a lot of parents get stressed around this time of the school year, but I noticed that buying everything you need at the beginning of the school year is way less stressful than buying things throughout the year. And these are for kids that don't change in size much because these kids grow. And you'll be buying a new pair of shoes every 3 months with some of these kids. They grow like grass. You need one every month. But yeah, it's easier to. There is a list out on the internet that we will post from the Crown 'em Empire page for a list of all of the school, I want to say outfits, but it could be more than outfits that you will need during the school year. I mean, the list has Halloween, Christmas, Hundreds Day, St. Patrick's, and I thought the list was very informative because I forget about these things throughout the school year. And when you're working, you're sending your child to school, a lot of these things you do not remember. Well, I can't say you. A lot of these things I do not remember. And I'm not going to lie about that. It was a debate on the internet lately, the last week, about co parenting and other parents outside of the house buying things for their children. And I saw a post that stuck out to me, and it said, school starts in a couple weeks. Just remember to start or finish your school shopping. Do not wait on a handout. And to at least buy a few things. There's no point in dogging and texting a BM or a BD mad because you haven't bought anything and they haven't either. Start now, even if it's a few outfits and you get the rest later. There is one thing to be a new parent and to not know how things go, which there is no excuse for not being prepared because everyone knows when school starts. So to bash another parent when it's your responsibility also to make sure that child is prepared for the new school year. So buying supplies and clothes is not the only way to prepare for the school year, as we all know. It is important for children and adults to have good sleep schedules. 10 p.m. is a little late for kids to be going to school. I know we have a lot of student athletes, we have to make sure that they get a lot of sleep. They have to drain a lot of energy. They need to eat a lot of food. Another thing to make the school year go by easier in the beginning is to meet the teachers and to fill them out. To let your teachers know if your child has any behavior deficits. We have to give our teachers grace at the beginning of the school year. We got to remember that everyone is getting the feel of the new environment, new students, the new teachers, and the people, their classmates and coworkers. So it's important to give everyone grace, the kids as well. Teachers, if you are a teacher, it is important to be firm with your instructions, with your boundaries, your rules, because being too nice at the beginning of the school year can hurt you. I actually spent time in a classroom with a teacher. It was her first time teaching, and she didn't know what was too strict and what was not strict enough. And I know a lot of us have those type of problems. I also have those problems when meeting new clients sometimes. Because it is important to build rapport with your kids. They need to know that they can trust you. This school year, we need to make sure that our children are doing their homework. A lot of schools do not send homework home, so it's important to also get connected with the teachers and make sure your kids are on the right track, because I also learned a lot of teachers do not call home when a child is starting to decline in the classroom. There are also books out there that we also can post in the Crownum social media on tips to start school. For college students, it's important to prepare, prepare, prepare. Make sure you know what books you need. You can find cheap books on Chegg, Chegg, and Amazon. I like Chegg. I like to rent my books out and send them right back. The most expensive book I've rented was about $130. I'm telling you, Chegg is the place to be. But hurry up and go grab them, because they do run out. And you don't want to be having to buy one of those expensive books online. And if you need any help, you can contact Empress Trice from the Crown Empire on reaching those books. College students also have to make sure their financial statuses are good. Those loans, them grants. Make sure make sure your account is up to date, because you will owe, and they will, and you have to pay attention to your refund status also. I asked a question on social media recently, and that question was, what is something you would tell your high school self for the first day of school? And my answer, before I get into other people's answer, I said that everybody is not your friend. In middle school and high school, kids are going to go through a lot of emotions and a lot of people. Another person said, I am a leader, not a follower. Stay focused. I like that one. You can lose a lot of focus in school, no matter what grade you're in. Third, fourth, 12th, college. That is very important. Another person said, don't be so nice, for there are users out there. Pay attention to how people act and when you need them versus when they need you. This person also said, go to college and get it out the way. Explore different options and find what you love to do. Thank you all for participating in that question on our social media. Now I will get into the awareness for this month. Of course, we have our back to school awareness, and this is what this episode was about. We also have a crayon collection awareness month, and there are a lot of students that do not have enough school supplies.
And preparing to return for school, National Crayon Collection Month makes a point of ensuring every child has this essential school supply. So, yes, there are people currently going out to find gently used or discarded crayons to collect them. There are many restaurants participating in this awareness. All those crayons that kids leave at the end of their meal, which makes sense. Next, we have the Black Business Month. And here is a list of a couple of my favorite black businesses. Shout out to Sunkissed Skin, and I'll actually enter her commercial right here.
Hey, what's up, Crown Empire? It's your girl Naya. I just want to congratulate this podcast overall. This is a good thing within the community, especially with the topics that these guys take their time out to discuss and just analyze over. I really do appreciate that. I also want to congratulate Trice on her candles. Girl, keep doing your thing. I'm very proud of you. This is only the beginning and it goes up from here. Also, if you guys are interested in any skincare products, check me out. I have a small business called Sunkissed Skin. You can visit that at www.sunkisskin@bigcartel.com. As always, have a positive mind, only allow good energy, and have a blessed day.
And thank you, Kanaya, for Sunkissed Skin. Another favorite black business of mine is Tion Skin. I always order her. I know some people say turmeric or it's turmeric, but I get her brightening scrub, and I also have the soap for that. So I do my soap and then I do my scrub. Shout out to Tion Skin. We'll drop her links on the Crown of Empire socials also. We have a fan favorite business called Eccentric Bijouterie Boutique. And this black business has handmade jewelry and resell vintage jewelry. So, shout out to all the black business. I know it's not easy. I am also a black business owner and I have not been able to do all the things that I'm supposed to do with life hitting me. So, shout out to y'all. Keep up the good work. Next, we have for awareness of this month is National Dog Month. So go ahead and go out and get your favorite dogs some treats. Dogs are the number one most commonly owned pets on the planet, with good reason. Scientific studies prove our dogs make us happier, less stressed, and more optimistic. There are a list of benefits that come with spending time with dogs. So go ahead and celebrate your dog this month, whether it's their birthday or not. Another awareness we have for this month is Children's Eye and Safety Month. Good vision and eye protection go a long way to success in school. During Children's Eye Health and Safety Month, I would like to inform parents to be sure to schedule a routine eye exam. And usually the eye exams come with their what's they called physicals or their yearly checkups. So we shouldn't have too much problems with getting those exams. Have them fitted for the correct prescription lenses depending on their required needs. So yes, vision is very important for the children. And make sure they're not standing too close to TVs and being on their iPads for long amounts of time. That can also be a problem in your vision in the future. And next we have the spinal muscular atrophy awareness. And spinal muscular atrophy, known as SMA, damages the motor nerve cells in the spinal cord. Those who suffer from SMA lose the ability to walk, eat and breathe without medical intervention. This disease affects 1 in 11,000 births. So it's not that common, but it is real. And last but not least, we have the National Immunization Awareness. This awareness is in August because it is the beginning of back to school preparations. It's important for a lot of children to be vaccinated before they head back to school. I know a lot of people do not believe in vaccinations and they feel as if it does more damage than good. So this will not be for those. You can opt out of immunizations. I actually did not take the COVID vaccine. I opted out of that one, and that's okay. You don't want the immunizations? That's okay. Just make sure you are doing what you need to do to keep you and your kids safe and protected from others. That is important. Also, immunizations are just for prevention, mostly. And that is all I have for this episode. I also want to give you guys a fun fact. James Brown was the first African American to own a private jet. I thought that was a good fun fact. I never knew that, and I wanted to tell everybody because imagine that James Brown being the first African American to own a private jet. All right, if you have any more back to school tips and awareness for this month, please feel free to let us know. Comment on our pages, shoot us an email, crownum713@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at Crownum Empire, also on Instagram, the same Crownum Empire. And you can look us up on Facebook. Thank you guys, and see you next month.
Sweet.